Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a bit more of a fun creative video which I'm sure you guys have seen around on YouTube, and that is using a color generator to pick my TBR. So for this vlog I think I'm going to pick 3 separate books and we're going to spin a wheel and it's going to pick a color and we're going to have to try and find a book like this cover corresponds with the color that is picked. So I made a generator on my phone and I will screen record for you guys so that you can see it. And I'm gonna pick all of the books now, but I'm gonna show them separately to you guys. Like, so for you guys I'm gonna pick a book, then you'll see me read it, and then you'll see me pick the next one. But for me, I'm going to pick them back to back, and I'm going to try and do this in a week, which is why I think 3 will be a good amount. So let's just get started. I'm very excited to see what we get. I did a test spin, which is why it says green, but I'm going to put it here and let's spin for the first book. It's spinning. Okay. We got blue, and I do have an immediate idea for this one. So I have my TBR cart next to me, which is what we're kind of picking from. Actually, I have a couple of ideas. This one, oh, and this blue, this one, and okay, I kind of have 2 options. So the first option that I initially thought of is the Prison Healer. This is a bit more of like a cyan, if you want to be technical, but it's basically blue. So, you know, can you see the blue? Winnie is munching on her food. I'm so sorry if you can hear that, which you probably can. She is chomping. But yeah, so the first option is Prison Healer, which is a YA fantasy, I believe. And, you know, the story's in the title. I'm not going to explain it to you guys. I feel like everyone can kind of gauge what this book is about based on the title being The Prison Healer. This is our first option, and this is a bit more of a deeper blue. And then we have The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, which is the second book in the Heroes of Olympus series. This is a middle grade, if you don't know about the Percy Jackson world and series, this is like a middle grade Greek mythology retelling-esque series, kind of. And obviously this one is quite blue. I don't know which one I want to pick, because this is obviously a very popular book all over BookTube and TikTok at the moment, or it has been in the recent past. This one is also calling my name. I think I'm going to go for the Prison Healer for this vlog, just because the Son of Neptune is book 2 in the series, so I feel like I won't be able to give you guys an adequate amount of updates while I'm reading it. And this is book 1 in a fantasy trilogy, I think, so I'll just be able to talk to you guys a little bit more about this one and my thoughts and feelings surrounding this one. So yes, I think our first book is going to be The Prison Healer. Hello everyone, I'm finally back. For you guys, obviously, it hasn't been any time at all, but for me, it has actually been a few days. It is Saturday, I think. And I'm sorry if you can hear noise outside. I think it's like the Champions League final today or something in football, and even where I am, which is miles and miles out from Wembley, where I think the match is being held, it's really busy. So I apologise if you can hear stuff in the background. I'm actually stressed to go out in a couple of hours because my mum's come up to take my little brother to the aquarium, and then I'm going to meet them afterwards for a coffee. Speaking of coffee, I am currently drinking an iced mocha. Since we have last properly spoken, obviously I did film this intro only a few days ago, but in the last week and a bit, I have become a coffee drinker. And it's so good. I've been drinking iced lattes and iced mochas, and they are just delicious. But I want to be honest with you guys. I'm in a little teeny, quite big reading slump, and I'm really struggling to get through my books. So what we were meant to be reading for this portion of the video is the Prison Healer, and I did start it. I'm 14 pages in, so not a lot. I've read 2 chapters in the prologue, and I have to admit I am very intrigued by it. I do think I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm just struggling to really get hooked onto any book at the moment. This is no fault to the Prison Healer, so I'm thinking this vlog may span over a couple weeks instead of the week I initially planned, just because it's already been about 3 days and I've made a grand total of 14 pages progress, so you know, it's not going too hot. That's the only update I have, but I am definitely intrigued by it. I wasn't going to annotate it, but then I decided I did want to, so I've made just a little tab system, and I've got this cute little cat. I don't know if you can see it. This cat tab. It's not going to focus, is it? There you go, there. Little cat tab to show where the maps are, and the maps are cool. But other than that, honestly, I really don't have a lot to talk to you guys about. I just thought if I came back on camera and spoke to you guys, it might motivate me more to read. So, you know, I'm getting a bus to see my mum later, so I'm going to try and read that on the way there and the way back. And I'm home alone all night and tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to get through a whole bunch of it then. But that being said, even though I do have free time to kill, I'm not going to read right now. I have found, I have located the side of YouTube which is all about puzzling. I know guys, it sounds really stupid, but I'm getting really into puzzling. And I found out that like the main puzzle brand is called Ravensburger, and I only own 4 puzzles. And I was like, I don't think I own a Ravensburger, but let me just look. Lo and behold, I own a Ravensburger puzzle. It is a Christmas puzzle, and it is June, but I'm gonna do said Christmas puzzle because it's a Ravensburger puzzle, and I want to see if it's like better quality than my other crappy The Works puzzles. And if it is good, then maybe I'll look into getting a few more, because I'm really into my puzzles, guys. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to work on the edge of my puzzle while I wait for my mum to let me know that I should leave, which will probably be in a couple hours. I don't know, how long does it take to go around an aquarium, guys? I have no idea. But I'm all ready, apart from my outfit. I'll just need to, I don't know, put some jeans on or something. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm going to start a Christmas puzzle in June. 1st of June, actually. Happy June, everyone. Or is it the 2nd of June today? I think it's the 1st of June. So happy June. And we're going to do Santa's Christmas Party Ravensburger puzzle while drinking my iced mocha, and I'm probably going to put on Dairy Girls, and it's just going to be such a vibe. Hello everyone. It's a bit...
Hello.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just ruining your intro.
Yeah, I think so. Hello everyone, I am back, and I I've finally made some decent progress with the prison healer. I am on chapter 13 now, which is page 127. So we have read a lot since I last spoke to you guys, and I'm happy to report that I am very much enjoying it. It has been very fun so far. It didn't take me, you know, much longer into the book to really get like sucked into it. Things have started picking up, you know, it's not a spoiler, because in the blurb it says that there's a series of elemental challenges, and where I'm at in the book we've had the first challenge, which was interesting, and it didn't go the way I was expecting it to go, so that was kind of interesting to see it, you know, play out in an unexpected way. But I am, yeah, really enjoying it. I am intrigued for how the rest of the book is going to play out. I'm quite enjoying our main character, Kiva, but I'm also really liking, you know, some of the other side characters that are present within the book. It's just been, yeah, kind of a fun time so far, and I'm really enjoying myself. I think I'm going to try and read some more of it today. Don't think I'll be able to finish it, but I will try and read some more, which will be fun. Yeah, I'm intrigued. So like each elemental task is obviously a different element. So the first one was air, and I think the next one is fire. And then there will be like earth and water. But yeah, the next one that we're going to see her complete will be fire, which will be interesting. But yeah, I probably won't update you guys again for a while, just because we do have 3 books to read in this vlog. So I'll probably, I'd say I'm a third in, so maybe I'll update you guys when I'm another third in. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably update you guys when I'm a big chunk through the rest of the book, if that makes sense. Hopefully that will be today, but I can't make any promises. But I do find myself wanting to pick this back up, so I am excited. As for right now though, I'm going to make a coffee. I have a headache, and a small part of me thinks it's because I haven't had a coffee yet, because I've had one like every morning for the last week. So I'm going to go make one of those, and yeah, we'll just see what we do for the rest of the day. But reading is definitely on the agenda, and we will be reading The Prison Healer. And I just want to get through it because I'm so excited for the other 2 books for this vlog. So yeah, we're going to try and make some progress. I just finished The Prison Healer literally like 2 minutes ago, and I cannot believe what I have just read in this book. This has to have been one of the most shocking plot twists I've read in a book in a very long time, that actually I wish I filmed my reaction, because I was reading it and I was just like, honestly, now that I've read it, I'm like, I feel like I could have come to that conclusion, but I didn't. and I was just really, really shocked at that ending. It was insane. I wish I had the next one, but we're gonna have to wait a little while. By a little while, I mean quite a bit, until I'm able to get to the next one. But this was crazy. So I think when I last spoke to you, I was only 100 and something pages in, and I'm not gonna lie to you, wherever I was when I last spoke to you guys, I believe that's where I was when I picked up this book again today and finished it. I definitely flew through the rest of this book, and I had a lot of fun. I didn't think I was going to end up loving this one. I was kind of predicting a 3 stars, 3.5, but I do think I'm going to give it a 4 stars because it was just a really fun time. The plot twists were kind of like predictable in the sense, and this is kind of spoilers, maybe a little bit, but this book follows trials, right, for our main character, but there's 2 other books. So if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you kind of, you know, there's high stakes, but they don't feel that high because you can just kind of assume what the outcome is going to be. However, that being said, anytime a trial came up, I was like, how on earth is she gonna manage to get through this one now? Like, what can she even do to like get herself through this next challenge? So at the beginning of each trial, I was a little bit nervous. So you know me just like slating it, saying, you know, predictable, you know what the outcome's gonna be. I was nervous because I just couldn't fathom how she could get through these insane trials. They were crazy. But it was slightly predictable. I mean, it's a YA. I feel like I'm in 2 minds about it, which I think is why it's a 4 star, even though I enjoyed it so much, because everything that happened, it was predictable, but at the same time, I didn't see it coming. There was a couple plot twists in this, and if I hadn't, I wanted to see what the characters look like. But guys, if you haven't read this book yet, don't look up artwork, because it spoils you. So I feel like if I hadn't seen that artwork, one of the other plot twists also would have completely caught me by surprise, I think. So maybe it's not predictable. I don't really know. I feel like some of it is very predictable and then some of it is very shocking and you just never would have guessed it. I don't know. But that being said, I have finished it now. 4 stars. Was very fun. When I can, probably in a couple months, I will be getting the next 2 books in this series and carrying it on. I know people said it was a bit more telling than showing. I don't know if I'm just oblivious, and I'm literally doing an English literature degree, but I did not get that impression. Maybe the writing was a little bit simplistic, but it's also a YA book. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Maybe it gets worse in like later books. I have only read the first one. And anytime I've heard someone say that, they have been reading the second or the third one, I think. So I don't know if people meant that about this first one. I guess we'll have to see when I do eventually get around to the next 2. But I don't really have many complaints about this book. It was fun. It was a success. 4 stars. Exactly. I'm probably going to take a break now. That's the most reading I've done in about 2 weeks, in like 1 sitting. That was a lot of reading for me. I'm here. If the editing just looked a little bit choppy in places, it's because I said the name of the next book that we're reading, but I realised you guys don't know what it is yet because of how I filmed this. So, sorry if the editing looked really weird and gross just then. I would have had to cut out some big parts of me saying that I'm excited to read the next book and then naming what the next book is. Maybe I'll just bleep over myself. I don't know. You guys will know. I may sound crazy right now. But I'm going to pass over to Past Me, and you guys will see us spin for the next book. So we had blue for the last book, so I actually think I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to remove the blue so that we don't get it again, because I don't have that many blue options, so I don't really want to get it again. And let's spin for the second book. I really hope I enjoyed The Prison Healer. There's a siren going off. Yeah, I hope I enjoyed The Prison Healer, but I don't actually know if I did because I haven't read it yet. But let's spin for the second book. It is spinning. we have purple, and I have a few options for this one, I think. So let me just grab them. Okay, we have 2 options again, and I think I'm gonna struggle deciding for this one. So the first book I thought of was Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This is again book 1 in, I believe, maybe like a fantasy-esque duology or trilogy. I think it might actually end up being a trilogy. You can see my little The Works sticker on that. I got it for £3.50. What a bargain. I'm actually going to take that off. But yeah, I don't know too much about this one, but this was another one that got very popular all over TikTok specifically, I think, and I just haven't picked it up yet. So this is one option, but if you watched my 48-hour readathon, you would have seen that I read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I loved it, and I do currently have the sequel here in my hands, which also has quite a fair bit of purple on the cover. So I really don't know which one to go for, because they're kind of both calling my name. I think... I think I'm gonna go for Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I know, like, for the last book pick, I said I'm gonna pick a different one because, like, one option was the second book in a series, and this is also a second book in a series. But I have been feeling very, very drawn to this book recently, and I've really been wanting to pick it up. So we're gonna go with Killer Instinct. We will get back round to Belladonna one day. So I am back. It is the next day, as I said it would be, and I've started Killer Instinct. As you would have seen in the last clip, the book that we picked for the purple spin is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I started this probably an hour ago, maybe a little bit less, and I'm already on page 102, so, you know, I'm already a decent way through. Don't mind me using a Waterstones receipt as my bookmark. I haven't gotten up and gotten a bookmark yet, but yes, I have started this book and I'm already having a great time. I think I'm maybe, like, I think it's going to be done well, the plot of this book, but I'm a little bit underwhelmed because it is very reminiscent of the first book. I think maybe it could have been more appreciated if it was later on in the series. There was a gap between them, I don't know, but it's like the same sort of theme of crime, if that makes any sense. I don't want to spoil it, because if you haven't read the first one, then it is kind of a spoiler to say what this one is about. And obviously this is the second book in a series, so I can't tell you too much, but it is nice to see these characters again. And honestly, I don't know if this is a Jennifer Lynn Barnes thing or if it's just this series, but the writing is some of the easiest stuff I have ever read. It takes me like 2 seconds to read a page. It's so quick. To be fair, let me show you like a random page. The font is huge, massive, so it does, you know, feels a bit juvenile when I'm reading it because the font is just literally massive, but also kind of not complaining because, yeah, I'm just getting through it so quickly. But I do kind of feel like I will finish this. It's Thursday right now, so I'll probably finish this over the weekend. Sorry, and by the weekend I mean finish it by Saturday, because on Sunday I want to read the third book in its entirety. But yeah, just immediate thoughts, I'm gonna love this, already know I will. It's gonna be so fun, it's already so interesting, and I'm already, what is that noise? I'm already so intrigued by the plot and everything. I think it's just gonna be, yeah, very interesting. And the more I read of this series, the more I'm like, should I start watching Criminal Minds? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Because this is literally YA Criminal Minds, as I said in my 48-hour readathon, so maybe I should watch Criminal Minds, I mean. But yeah, that's my update. I'll probably speak to you guys again tomorrow when I've read some more. I don't know if I'll read more tonight. I might do, because I am very into it. I knew I would have no issues getting into this book. It's just, yeah, if you're looking for something really quick and easy, and you're into like thrillers and crime books, I do really recommend picking up this series. Yeah, that's my update. I've been in a huge Sims kick recently, and I spent about 4 hours. It's actually ridiculous. I spent about 4 hours today making a family tree for my Sims. Like, I'm doing the Not So Berry challenge, if you guys are familiar with The Sims, but basically I'm on generation 7, I think, so there's a lot of Sims, and I gave every single Sim in the family tree who's still alive a makeover, and then I put their little picture into a family tree that I have made. So I'm probably going to go and play with that family a bit more, play some Sims. The vibe of this candle in the background is so fun. But yeah, that's my update, and I will speak to you guys again when I've read some more, which will probably be tomorrow. The lighting is surprisingly good, considering I haven't even opened the blinds yet this morning. It is 10 a.m. I'm feeling like the hay fever is gonna get me today, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's only 10 a.m. No, I don't think I spoke to you guys yesterday. But I wanted to give you an update before I keep reading for the day today. Okay, there's so many noises going on, holy crap. Okay, that was a whole bunch of noises. I'm back again now to finally speak. Yeah, I didn't update you guys yesterday. I did take some B-roll footage, so you would have seen me reading last night, but I didn't actually speak to you guys yesterday. I made quite a lot of progress last night with Killer Instinct. Literally, I started reading at like 11 or something. I don't really know. But I'm now on page 270, so I read around 170 pages last night. I didn't read all 170 of those pages in the evening. I read a little bit throughout the day, but the bulk of it was last night because I got really into it. If you know a crime book, like the first half is usually set up, and then the second half is seeing things, you know, really start to take off. And puzzle pieces start being, I mean, I understand now why there's puzzles on the front of these books. Puzzle pieces just start being put together. And honestly, where I stopped, I had to stop there because if I didn't, I probably would have just finished it, because it's getting to the like climax, like the ending, where we're about to hit like the final part. We're about to find out who's been doing all this stuff, why, and you know, I'm very excited, so I wanted to give you an in-between update before I finally just went and finished it, which will definitely be happening today. I am so bunged up, I might have to take an antihistamine because I definitely think it's gonna be hay fever. Why is this going on? Yes, so my plans today because we are nearing the end of this video now, kind of. We've basically got 2 books down. So my plans for today is to obviously finish Killer Instinct probably this morning. Before 12 o'clock I will probably have this finished, just because I'm kind of dying to finish it. I need to know what's going on. And yeah, I'm just very excited about it. And then you don't know what the 3rd book is, obviously, but I do. And then I will try and read a bunch of that today. But since I made a lot of progress in Killer Instinct that I wasn't expecting, I don't feel like I need to read as much. I still kind of want to get it done this weekend, and it is Saturday, but so maybe I'll try and read half today, half tomorrow. I don't really know. So it's many hours later, and I did finish the book hours ago, like a while ago, because it's now 5 p.m. I did finish Killer Instinct. It was a really interesting ending. It was maybe a little bit ridiculous for me. I don't know. It just got a little bit wild, so it did bump down my rating just a little bit, and I think I'm gonna settle on 4 stars. It was still really, really good. I loved the characters, I loved the build-up, everything like that. I just think the conclusion, I was a little bit like, what? I was like, what? I don't even know. But it was still really, really good. Like, apart from that, I enjoyed every single aspect of this story, and I'm so eager to read the next ones. It's gonna have to wait a bit on a serious book buying ban, but I can't wait to finally get to the next one. I don't know what the next one is, though. Nope. I don't know. But yeah, that is this book all done. The reason it took me so long to update you guys is because I had a nap, and I played some Sims, and I had lunch. So I've just been chilling, but yes, this one is all done, and I'm kind of sad about it, but also excited that it's now finished, and that can go and sit next to the naturals on my bookshelf. But now I'm going to start the next book, which you guys don't know yet. So I'm gonna pass you over to me from like the beginning of the week, and I will tell you what the 3rd and final book is for this vlog. Okay, I am back again for the 3rd and final book for this video. So I need to remove purple, and let's spin for the final book of the video. I hope it's going well so far with the picks. Let's see. Yellow. Okay, once again I think we only have 2 options. We have Perilous Undertaking by Deanna Raybourn. You guys have seen me read the other 2, I think. You've definitely seen me read the first one. I don't know if I vlogged me reading the second one. I don't remember. But this is the 3rd book in the Veronica Speedwell mystery series. I love this series. I've kind of been holding out picking up the 3rd one because from the next book onwards there is only the American editions, and they're not going to match these editions, and they're a lot more expensive, so I'm scared to, you know, having to start buying those. But I do think that this one will be very fun. And then we have a slightly different genre for me. I don't know if you guys have seen me read anything in this genre on my channel before, but that is a non-fiction book, which I have been very, very interested in reading recently. I just bought this last month, I think, and that is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. Obviously, she has gotten very popular and people have been reading a lot of her books, and this one specifically was calling out to me because it's about navigating your 20s, I think, but also about love. Obviously, it's in the title. But this one is very interesting to me. So I think we're gonna go with Everything I Know About Love because we already have a like crime book on the TBR for this video with Killer Instinct, which you guys would have already seen me read. So I think I'm gonna go for Everything I Know About Love, which is very exciting. now that you guys know what the third and final book is, we can finally talk about it. So, we are going to be finishing off this vlog with reading Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, and I am very intrigued because this is a non-fiction book, I think. It's a non-fiction memoir-esque. It's even been tagged as like self-help, I don't really know. But this is not a genre that I ever read. The only non-fiction I have read is celebrity memoirs. And obviously she, I believe, was just like a normal woman before she wrote this. Sorry. I actually don't know. But like celebrities, like I read Britney Spears' memoir, and I read I'm Glad My Mum Died, you know, that kind of book. So this is something that I do not typically read ever. I'm not a big non-fiction person. I personally just don't really find it enjoyable. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm really excited for it because I've heard really good things. Oh my god. Distractions galore. I am debating annotating it. I'm not too sure yet. I kind of just want to go in with one type of tab colour and just my black pen and just underline and tab anything that really speaks to me. I might do that. We'll see how many tabs I get in it. I'm not really too sure. But this book is just over, oh no, it's about 350 pages. So it's quite long. And it's not a genre I really read, so I'm very nervous that it's going to take me forever to read, but I need this to be done by like Monday or Tuesday, because we're leaving for, no, I need it to be done by, by tomorrow, because we're leaving for Wales on Wednesday, and I want to get this video edited and uploaded before we go to Wales, because I'm going to be gone for a week. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us, and I'm going to get my teeth stuck into this now, and hopefully, because the font is quite large, hopefully we can make some very decent progress with this. And yeah, I will keep you updated with all of my thoughts, feelings, annotating, everything like that. Hello everyone. I'm literally just going to start by saying if you can hear cars, I'm sorry. Not a lot I can do about it, I'm afraid. But I do have an update, so it's Monday, so I've already failed in what I said to you guys in my last update. Nice, thanks. Because I said I wanted to get this finished on Sunday so that I could edit the video in time. I still think I'll be able to edit the video in time. It's whether I can finish the book in time. I did bus. That was so loud. I did start Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, and we've made a lot of progress because I did read it Saturday and Sunday. So I am on page 112, so I think I'm about 30% in, and I'm definitely enjoying it. It's very interesting, it's just a little bit slower to get through because, well, for many reasons. For me, I find contemporaries a bit slow to get through unless it's a romance, so there's that. I know it says Everything I Know About Love, but she's not like going into the cutesy romantic details, you know? So there's that, and then also it's obviously a memoir, so the fact that it's like real is almost taking me out of it a little bit, because I'm just thinking about the fact that it's real. I don't really know. But I'm going to try and read a whole bunch more of this today. I am going out, hence, you know, the reason I'm all dolled up. But, actually, I wonder how much I do have left. 250, like 240 pages. So I'm going to try and read as much of this as I can on the train, and when I get home, I'm just going to try and, you know, pick this up. But it's very interesting. I've kind of let go of my idea of tabbing, because I'm 112 pages in and there hasn't been anything that's particularly stood out to me that I would want to tab. So I haven't been doing that. I think we're just gonna leave her as she is. But yeah, Dolly Alderton had a very interesting life. I would definitely read the trigger warnings for this book before you read it if you do have things that might trigger you. What's going on? It's like... Yes. So far I've hit one. I don't know if there's any more. I didn't read the trigger warning list. But there has been talk of eating disorders, so that's something to note if that bothers you. But yeah, it's been very interesting and I am excited to keep reading it. I've also dog-eared, there's a couple recipes in here. I've only read one, but I have seen another one just like flicking through like this. And I've done one for mac and cheese. It's like, Leon, it's like a really intense mac and cheese. Listen to the ingredients. So macaroni or penne, butter, flour, whole milk, cheddar cheese, red Leicester cheese, parmesan cheese, mustard, onions, we wouldn't do that, Worcestershire sauce, and mozzarella cheese. So many different cheeses. But it sounds kind of good. Maybe we should try cooking it one day. I've dog-eared it in my book. But yeah, that is my update. I need to have something quick to eat before I go out. My fringe, my hair's looking very pretty, if I do say so myself. And yeah, looks, I can't gauge what the weather is because it looks sunny, but I thought it was going to be rainy today. Maybe I haven't dressed accordingly. No, it's going to be highs of 15 and drizzle. Okay, dressed accordingly. I'm going to go and I will probably update you guys when I get home and tell you how much I've managed to read of everything I know about love. I am back with an update, but also to wrap up the vlog. When I started filming today, obviously I didn't start this vlog today, but when I just did a little clip this morning, I did not think I was going to be finishing this vlog. But here we are, because I have in fact finished Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. And yeah, I binged a lot of this today, like most of it, and it was really good. It was really interesting. It was quite emotional. Yeah, it was really good. I think she's written another book, so I might look into that. And maybe this is a genre that I will, you know, dabble in a little bit more. Because it was just, yeah, I really enjoyed my time reading this one. I think I'm gonna go with a 4 stars again. Honestly, we've had like a flat rate of star ratings for this vlog, but I think that's what I'm gonna go with for this book. It just feels right. But I definitely, yeah, I really recommend it. I don't really know what to like say about it other than it just follows Dolly's like whole life from when she was a teenager, and I feel like going into it, it says everything I know about love, but it's so much more than that. And it's like, if you're thinking it's mainly about romantic love, like it's not at all. It's much more about finding love in literally anything else apart from romantic love, which is something I wasn't expecting, but I definitely really enjoyed, you know, that kind of perspective. And yeah, I don't want to say too much about it, but I recommend everyone go and read this because it's really interesting. Yeah, but we will wrap up everything else we read in this vlog. So obviously first we picked up the Prison Healer, and this was our blue book for the vlog, and I think I gave this one 4 stars, right? I think I did. And this was really fun. It's YA, it was quite, you know, it wasn't the most outstanding piece of literary work I have ever read, but it was really good, and I'm definitely excited to eventually get round to the remaining 2 books in this trilogy. I hear a siren. How many times am I going to say that I want to read the rest of this series? Like I said when I was reading it, this is the most shocked I have been at plot twists in a book in a very, very long time. Bro! I think we've made it. But there's like a really loud bike or something. This really shocked me. I really like the characters, and I'm slightly nervous though for the rest of the series, because what happens in this book I just know is going to be very different to the rest of the series, so it could really go either way when I pick up the next book. And then the second book we read for this vlog was Killer Instinct by... oh, I mean, I haven't been saying who they're by. This one's by Lynette Noni, and then Killer Instinct is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was very fun. I definitely think I preferred the first book. I've since heard that people think this is the best book in the series. I definitely really enjoyed it, but as I said in my updates, I found the ending to be maybe a little bit far-fetched, and I do feel like this sometimes with crime or thrillers. I think in the attempt to create the most shocking, crazy story, they kind of lose sense of what is actually realistic, and I felt like it kind of just went out of grasps on what was realistic. I've never heard a case resembling this in real life, and I think, yeah, we kind of lost touch with our root in reality. But that being said, I still absolutely loved it. I love the characters, I love the little love triangle that is building up throughout these books. It was just a really fun time, and I cannot wait to get to the next one. I went to Waterstones today and I just held all in. I just held it and I read the blurb, and I'm very excited to read that. And then of course, as I just spoke about, we read Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, which I just spoke on extensively. And that was our yellow book. So that is the 3 books that we read for this vlog. I had so much fun doing this vlog. It had a bit of a slow start with the Prison Healer, but once we really got into this one, I flew through the other 2. I read Everything I Know About Love way faster than I was expecting. Honestly, I started it on Saturday and it's Monday. Kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and comment and subscribe and everything like that, and I will see you in my next video.